Welcome to your birth prep yoga class. Today you need a yoga mat, a blanket or a beach towel, and a pillow or a yoga bolster or a nice firm view pillow so that you can just bring yourself up a little bit. You might want to sit like this. And once you find a comfortable seat, find those sit bones, so a little bit side to side, grounding down. And we'll just roll our shoulders up and back a few times. So nice big shrug up and back. And you can do this class in the morning, afternoon, evening, just to get a bit of movement. And settle those shoulders once you shrug up and back, down. And see if you can grow here a little taller. So you're creating a little space between the ears and the shoulders. And you're looking at a spot in front of you. Perhaps you're looking at just a plant or a corner of your house. It doesn't matter. You're just focusing your gaze. And if it feels good and it's safe for you, you feel safe, you want to just close your eyes. And you can place a hand nice and low on your belly and one on the heart. See if you can soften the shoulders here. Anytime you feel uncomfortable with your eyes closed, just open them and look at your spot to find focus. And just breathing normally here, I want you to imagine with your eyes open or closed that you are seated on a beautiful beach and you're on your pillow and you have a nice beach in front of you. So you can see the whole landscape in front of you, maybe white sand, turquoise waters, maybe there's palm trees behind you. I want you to picture a beach, maybe imaginary or one you've visited in your life that brings a sense of peace. When you fill up through the nose, inhale in into the heart space. Imagine you're breathing in some salty air. Full breath in. And then open the mouth and relax the jaw as you exhale. Full breath out. And then full breath in. Through the nose, think of breathing in salty sea air right into the heart. Fill up as full as you can. And then open the mouth and exhale. Last time like that. As you inhale, filling up with the idea of the ocean in front of you, exhale through the mouth. Breathing normally, I want you to think of one word that the ocean reminds you of. When you think of the ocean, what word comes to mind? Is it wisdom? Is it power? Is it glittering? Is it floating? Is it relaxing? Is it calm? What word comes to mind when you think of the ocean that's in front of you? Full breath in, fill up with that word, and then bow to your heart, chin to chest. You can open your eyes and look at your beautiful belly. Release your hands down onto the thighs, palms down, and we'll start to just rock our head as if your head is a buoy in the water, just kind of floating up and down, just swaying. There's no tension in the neck, and you're swaying your head nice and slow. Slow and gentle with the neck. Inhale in and exhale. Let's drop that right ear to your right shoulder. And float right arm up nice and slowly and place it on the head. So we're not pulling down, we're just letting the hand hang out here. And just notice how that feels for your neck. If it's too much, bring your hand back down. Full breath in through the nose. Nice salty air breath right into the side of your neck. And full breath out through the mouth. Full breath in. And out. Full breath in. And exhale, bring your hand down, chin rolls to chest. And just pause here again. And you can sway your head. So just know, that you can be in any space and imagine to be somewhere else in your mind. So even here in your space, you can be at the ocean. In your hospital room, you can be in the ocean. Inhale and exhale, bring that left ear to left shoulder. Soften the shoulders down. And if it's okay, float left arm up and place it on your head. Not pulling, just hang it out. You'll know if it's too much, bring it back down. We're not pulling, it's just the extra little bit of weight on your head. And we'll breathe a big breath into the neck. Inhale in. Think of the cells in your neck just expanding. And then exhale through the mouth. Full breath in. And out. Inhale in. As you exhale, bring that hand down if you lifted it, and we'll roll chin to chest again. And from here, fingertips to the forehead, lift your head up and roll your hands over the head and give yourself a little scalp massage using firm pressure. Especially if you've had a day, had a month, had a year, it's just like all massaging your head all around. And then we'll take our hands to our shoulders and roll the shoulders forward. Nice and slow, and then back. So as if you're trying to get your elbows to kiss behind you together. And then we'll stretch our arms out, bend at the elbows, and bring your right arm under your left. Finding eagle arms here. Palms can touch, back of hands touch. If this feels very uncomfortable, just grab opposite shoulders and elbows, stay at shoulder height. Settle in, inhale in. And a full breath out. Try to relax the face, relax the mouth. One more time, in. And out. Full breath in into the back of the heart. Unwind those arms, big reach out to the sides. Bend at the elbows, left under right. And find this version. Every side is different. Back of hands may touch. Feels uncomfortable, grab the shoulders and keep your elbows at shoulder height. Sit up tall, inhale in. Think of sea air. Exhale through the mouth. Full breath in. Fill up the heart. And out. Last time in. Unwind those arms. Big reach out to the sides. And we'll bring our hands down and we'll slide off this pillow so that you're on your blanket, and we'll just lift one knee up towards the other and we'll roll onto all fours. So take your time with your knees below the hips. So we're going to double roll your blanket or towel, and the knees are stacked below the hips and hands below shoulders. So sometimes our wrists are really sore in pregnancy and we need to have our fists on a pillow or open palms on a pillow or even on the forearms. So find what works for your body, your hands, your wrists, and then we'll find the tops of the feet on the mat or curl toes. Inhale, drop your belly down, start to bend at your wrists, curl your tailbone and look ahead. Now if you look ahead and it pulls on the belly, keep your gaze down instead. As you exhale, round your tailbone in, snuggle baby to the body, push into the mat and bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, bend the elbows, maybe you're looking forward, and imagine you're digging your hands into the sand and looking out into the ocean, and exhale out. My ocean in front of me is one I saw in Thailand, so I want you, might be imaginary, but somewhere that's really special that you look out into. And you full breath out. And the sound of your breath is like the ocean for your baby. So you'll do a full breath in. And a full breath out. So you can go to this special oceanscape in your hospital room as each contraction reminds you of a wave coming onto the shore. Keep flowing back and forth in cat and cow with your breath. And you just be nice and gentle with yourself. Full breath in. And out. Now we're going to go for a little swim in the ocean. So from here, we're going to sit a little as if you're going to sit towards your heels, but slide the right arm back. Start to slide it back, look behind you, and then reach the front arm back and forward like it's a front crawl. Other side, start to sit towards your heels, slide left arm back, start to follow that hand with your gaze, and then reach forward. That's it. And then that nice swim that you're doing in the water, perfect temperature, just like your amniotic fluid is that perfect temperature for your baby. You're just floating effortlessly, just nice, gentle swim, getting into the shoulders. Back and forth we go. This rocking is nice for the body, soothing for baby. Coming back to center, let's find our hands both below shoulders once you're finished your one side. And then from here, index fingers parallel, we'll curl toes under, take an inhale, exhale, start to send your hips to the sky, heels are lifted, and just walk your toes out to the side so your heels are still lifted. If this is not comfortable hand, just come do some more cat and cows. But if you can stay here, bend one knee at a time to stretch your heel back. So you're shifting your weight left to right, and you're taking your time here to stretch out the back of the heels. Let the head dangle. Anytime you can come to all fours if this is not working for you today. Maybe you're getting heartburn or it's just like, well, doesn't feel good. Don't push through anything that doesn't feel good. Just come back, cat-cow, and then we'll all come back down. From here, reach for the back of that left thigh, step it around your belly and roll up. So the left foot first today, the left knee right above your ankle. We'll float both our arms up. And in front of us, we're going to bring our palms together and then bring that above the head. And then your hands come right behind the back of the head, elbows point up, and you lean back into the forearms and you look up. Gentle here. Imagine you have a stretch from the tip of that right elbow to the tip of your right knee. Big breath in. Exhale, look forward, arms come up. And then we'll take right arm in front, left arm behind you. Hold here for a moment, looking over to the side. Belly faces forward. Inhale up. We'll do one on the other side. Exhale, left in front, right back. Inhale to come up. And now take your right hand or left hand to your left hip. Right arm reaches up and have a little gentle side bend coming over to that hand on your hip. And your right palm is pointing towards the ground. Inhale, come up. Exhale, right hand below shoulder. And we'll walk that foot nice and wide here on the left. That's it. Now plant your left hand down and widen your hands. Once you find a good spot, bend the elbows and you can scoot your foot closer to the wrist again. Or bring your hands back. So however it feels comfortable. And then we're just going to do a bit of rocking here. So imagine your hands are sinking into the seashore here, getting a little bit wet. The waves are coming over your hands and feet, but your head is relaxed, your body's relaxed. Even though that those waves are getting a bit stronger, you're in your body, you're softening your face, and you're rocking back and forth. Slowly come to a stop here and look at your left foot. Watch it scooch back all the way into all fours again. Hands below shoulders. Let's reach back for the back of our right thigh and step around belly, planting that right foot at the top of your mat and your knee above your ankle. You can have this foot farther back if that's more comfortable for you. We're standing strong and steady, not dumping here, up nice and high. From here, we're going to bring our palms in front. That's it. Bring them up and behind the back of our heads. Elbows point up. Let your head come back and left elbow lifts up as you find a long line of stretch from the left elbow to your left knee. Belly shining forward. Full breath in and out. Look forward. Float your hands up and just separate your fingertips. So your hands are like holding a nice big sun. Like the sun in the sky. Full breath in. And then exhale, left arm in front, right arm behind you. Look over to your right side. Inhale, come up. Other side. Right in front, left back. And again, up and back. Let's bring our arms both up. We'll take our right hand to our hip, side bend over to the side, nice and gentle, left arm up and over, barely coming over. Don't need to do much of a stretch, just feel anything. So just feel where it feels comfortable, and then inhale up and take that right hand right below your shoulder, plant it to the ground, open up here. And then we'll just take our hand onto the ground, and with our hands nice and wide, start to scooch your right foot to your right hand. Now you might want to walk your hands back a little bit, that's more comfortable. You might want to widen them, bend the elbows, but I want you to really relax the head. So in labor, it's key to relax your head, your mouth, and your shoulders away from the ear. It's all about reminding yourself, relax the head, soften the mouth, relax your jaw. Let your head just hang. There's no tension in the head or neck. And you rock back and forth. You're just moving with this nice pace. Waves are getting bigger. You might even get a wave splashing over your head. But you're hanging here and you're finding that sense of peace and calm. Slowly come to stop. We're going to look at our right foot and start to walk it back behind us. Hands below shoulders, knees below the hips. If you're on a pillow or on your forearms, just come to your hands for a moment, index fingers parallel, curl toes under. Send your hips up and back, downward dog. Walk your feet wide as your mat, even off the side of your mat. Just make sure you have grip, bend the knees a lot. Start to crawl your fingertips to the back of your yoga mat and bend the knees to grab opposite elbows and hang out here. So this is a hard pose with lots of room for your belly. So you might need to widen the legs, let your head dangle. And then slowly start to release your arms, slide them back on the thighs and squat. So you might want to widen the feet and even point the toes out slightly. Squatting here, burning thighs. We're going to lean over to the right elbow on the right thigh and open up to the left. Look up and then shift your weight. Left elbow down, shift the weight into that arm, open up to the right. Both hands down, and then nice and slowly, hands into the thighs, start to rise. At the top of your mat, head lifts. Good. With your head lifted, I want you to float your arms up. Perfect. Circle arms and legs. Sorry, circle the wrists, arms and legs. How are you going to do that up here? All right, so we're at the back of our mat with our feet nice and wide. And then I want you to bring your toes out slightly. Hands still up. And then from here, inhale, reach out. Exhale, you're going to come into like a plie with your arms coming out. Inhale, cross at the wrist, up we go. Reach up and down as you squat. So your wrists come out. It's like a dance. Inhale, come up. Look up and down. Think of this nice coral. You're like a dancing coral reef. And down you come. One more time, up. You can widen your feet as wide as you need to. And down. And inhale, rise up. And then open at the hands and slowly bring them down. Once you're at shoulder height, we'll slow it down even more. And then from the top, we're going to get rid of this blanket. From the top of our mats, we find our feet nice and wide and we're toes face forward. And we look out on the ocean and we see a tsunami of a wave coming at us, big wave. And we think, oh goodness. We ground down through our feet. We shrug our shoulders up and back and we ground down into this power within. I'm ready and I'm capable. I'm strong. My baby is strong. I am one with the ocean. I am one with the ocean. You are working with those waves. Inhale, arms come up. So palms touch. And we swan dive down, arms come wide. And we surrender down as we forward fold. Bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, flat back, hands come. Trace up the legs to the top of the hips, out, wrist creases right in there, elbows come in, reach your crown, and the whole back of your body gets slammed with a big wave, but you are solid and strong. From here, we start to sink back, chair pose, arms come up. Inhale, rise. Palms touch. Another wave comes at you. You are grounded. You are one with the ocean. Inhale, we reach our arms up. Palms touch. Swan dive down, arms wide. Diving down, this is a hinge forward, beautiful. Inhale, flat back. So bend your knees if you need to. Bring your hands to the top of the hips, elbows in, reach your crown forward. And bend your knees. So you can, if you're tired, keep your hands on your thighs. Otherwise, arms up. Inhale, rise. We'll all bring our palms to the heart. Last time. Big wave. Comes up and over, palms touch, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, trace the hands up, elbows in. Look at the ground, chair pose. And this is what contractions are like, one after another. Inhale, rise, palms touch. And we go again, arms up. How do you ground yourself? Palms out to the sides, forward fold, when the wave's just coming. One after another. Inhale, flat back. It's with the breath. Hands at the top of the waist, elbows in, reach your crown. Exhale, chair pose, hands can stay on your thighs. And inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. Now just take a moment to pause here. Hand to belly, hand to heart, shoulders relax. Coming into your word that you're the ocean, what it means to you. Feeling your heart maybe pumping, all that good nutrients down to your baby. And then from here, we're going to walk our feet on the long edge of our yoga mat. So go for a walk. And we'll walk our feet so they're just hip width apart. And some figure eights. Figure eights are great to do in labor. Leaning on someone or leaning on something. Switch the direction and you can bend in the knees. Beautiful. Nice centering pose. And we'll walk to the top of the mat, back to our wide-legged stance here. Shrug your shoulders up and back. Inhale, float those arms up. Palms touch, forward fold, arms wide, diving down. Inhale, bring your hands all the way up to the top of the hips, elbows in, look down to the ground, bend those knees, and then lean forward to just touch the fingers down and walk like a beach crab down your mat and pedal your legs. So this is a nice short sample class of how you feel. Just a bit of movement can help move things through you. And just pedal your legs. You're staying in downward dog. And then we'll all come down to our knees. Now, if you have the space in your belly, you can bring your knees wider, big toes touch, and then sit towards your heels and stack your fists below your forehead. If your belly needs the room, your bum stays above the knees, elbows wide. Stack your hands and rest your forehead down. Full breath in and out. Whatever version you're resting in, I want you to think of that word that the ocean means to you. A lot of women feel really connected to water as an element, and it just flows with them into their birth. Whether you use a shower or a bath in your labor, it doesn't matter. Coming into that water element in your mind and imagining that you are one with the waves. That each contraction is bringing your baby closer to you, and you're working together. The intensity and the pain is going towards bringing that beautiful baby to you. The breathing in your word of the ocean. And a full breath out. Slowly lift your head up, sit towards the back of your mat. And we're just going to come to one side. like behind you so you can untuck the legs and front knees, feet nice and wide as you need to, and we'll circle the ankles. And then you're going to look around, find your props, locate them all, bend the knees, and just slide so that you're on your left hip. First, grab your props, so blanket for the head, pillow on the left side of the body, and then we're just going to slide down on the left side of your body, and maybe move your pillow just so they can do one baby bridge. So all that hard work is always pays off for the most incredible reward of your life. So shrug your shoulders up towards your ears, back into the mat, palm down. Your feet are grounded right below the knees, and we'll just push into the feet to lift your babies up in a little baby bridge, not coming up too high. Imagine you're opening the front of your hip flexors, squeezing your glutes for a little bit of a glute strengthener, and then we'll lower back down. And imagine you're going to do that again. So imagine you're like a mermaid, just shining your fin up to the sky. Reaching your knees past your toes, opening up the hip flexors, baby bridge, not too high, and then lower down. And then we'll slowly roll back towards the left. And now we'll find all those pillows below the head, pillow between the knee, or blanket, whatever you're using. Just get comfortable. Bottom leg can outstretch, top leg can come here. If you'd like, you can call over a pet for a cuddle, or a partner to come support the back body and reach around. Maybe a sibling is tucking you in with their baby brother or sister. And most likely it's just you taking this time in your space. So take time to bring your bare hand under your clothes and place a hand to bare belly. So belly to hand, nice skin to skin here. Relaxing your shoulders and your jaw and your knees and your hands, and just let your baby feel you there. Energetically, your whole heart is into this, and so is theirs. Just let them know that you are there 100%. That you trust them, and that they trust you. And you thank them for joining and choosing your family to come into all that love. And letting them know how loved they are. And just relax your face. Rest together. Breathing in lots of love through the nose. And imagine you're just on that beach in the sand having a little snooze after all the hard work. The sun is warm on your face. You've got a cool breeze and you can hear the ocean waves again. Try to relax your feet, your hips and your shoulders. You can picture all the sounds of your ocean, the seagulls, whatever sounds, the sounds of the palm trees, and they slowly wake you up. Now, if you are here and you need to stay longer and rest, give yourself permission to rest as long as you need. If you're coming back, I want you to imagine the sounds bringing you back of the ocean, and take a full breath in and a full breath out. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Then when you're ready, take another full breath in and a full breath out. Another one like that. I want you to really focus on feeling the breath in your whole body. Feel it through the chest, the feet, the hands. Exhale fully. And then you can take your hand and just off belly and move a pillow and bend your knees up towards your belly. So nice and close. In fetal position, you're curled up on the sand. And your baby is that treasure within. The treasure within the ocean. Take your top hand, place it on the mat. Inhale, exhale, push into your hand. Nice and slowly to bring yourself up. Really slow. You can lean back here, slow motion. And you can find a seat. You might want to sit up on a height or even a couch or a stool behind you or a chair. And we'll find our sit bones again. Bring yourself back to the ocean. And this time we'll start with palms open. So receiving anything from this class, whether it's grounding, calm energy, or you can see, come back and connect to that word with what the ocean means to you, and you'll float your arms out. Reach out to that word and bring it to the heart. The light in me bows to the light in you and the light in your baby. Namaste.